Good day, my team. Quick one. The other day, I saw something showing the amount of veteran players who will be participating in this upcoming World Cup. We're talking about the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Modric, the Neymar. And while I'm sure it's not the first we're seeing these type of players or these aged players playing in the World Cup, but I think it's the first we've seen this amount, one, and not necessarily the amount, but these players are expected to play a major role in their team success or failure. So this is something of a first, at least in my lifetime. Now, one thing came to mind was that these players should be applauded, as it's truly a testament that they took care of their bodies and remain professionals and do the necessary to for us to at least see them for one more time. We have seen many careers cut short because they weren't necessarily willing to make that sacrifice. So that's one thing that really should be applauded. But another thing we need to look at and wonder if this is necessarily a good thing for football, right? All right, couple points. One, in order for these players to play, 9 to 10, the federation would have to probably not carry a younger player, right? And not only not carry a younger player, but the coach or the management team would have to try their best to accommodate these veteran players. So the system would have to be mechanized around their strengths or their weaknesses. So basically, you're handcuffed to play a particular way. Now, this is boils down to whether it's worth it. You understand? All the time will tell. And I'm sure, of course, we know the benefits that it comes with having these veteran players, because we know these players and we know their talent level. But I'm just saying that in order to be successful at this level, you must be able to make certain changes, do certain tweak, and when you have these type of players, it's really limit what you can do. Another thing I was thinking about is that these players, right, are they really looking out for the country's best interests, or a situation where they're just holding on to their glory days? We all know that person in school that their best life was in school and they just can't let it go. So even they left the school after 5 years, they still hang around there. Is that the case? We have seen situations where sports players hang on a little bit too long, and because of name recognition and because of we feel beholden to these players for what they have done in the past, we don't have the heart to tell them, look here, your time kind of up now. You understand? We have made circumstances. Like, take for instance now. I'm not sure if Usain Bolt should get up today and say, look here, he wants to run for Jamaica. Again, both Jamaica and the Olympic Federation will find some way to make it work. So we know that these things will happen. Another thing that jumped out at me is that the type of players that we're mentioning, most of these players, the Ronaldos, the Messis, Neymar, these players are what I would call mavericks. These players, have a little creativity and so forth. And with the advent of analytics, I've realized that's a far gone thing in modern football. Now, this again is not good. We have get so mechanical in terms of football that we need to hold on to these players because we can't really. It's not there anymore. It's really not there anymore. Now, as it relates to football, to FIFA, I'm sure FIFA also love the idea of these players coming, because as it relates to name recognition, we don't really have those superstars anymore in football, and I think it boils back down to the creativity and the mechanization of the football right now. So FIFA loves that these household names are still hanging around. They love it. The closest thing we have to a superstar right now are Mbappe, and he's still not at that level. You understand? It really isn't. So FIFA needs to try to get the superstar, but again, I don't know if it's possible with how football is played right now. So, to cut a long story short, my fear is because we're holding on to the past, we might lose the future. Have a good one. Big up yourself.